Howdy. So here we are. This is part 2 of the HTML+CSS series for interactive media class. So we added our image with a link. Now let's change that font. So right now I'm using Impact, which is a standard font that comes with most browsers, if not all browsers. So let's see. And in body, I have the Segoe UI. And then, as you can see, there's multiple fonts in a row. So what these are doing is they're saying, okay, well, find this font and use it. But if you can't find it, then try this one. And if you can't find that one, try this one, and so on and so forth. And it always ends with a serif or sans serif, which is sort of the default browser. If nothing else is found, either it's a sans serif or a serif font. Okay, so let's go get some exciting fonts. We'll do the feature first. So I'm going to take you to Google Fonts. So it's fonts.google.com. These are all free, and they're all usable and magic. So let's find something super weird. I'll just go to featured, and let's see. Some of them actually will link you to other sites, so I might not. Okay, Google Design. I might actually just do browse because I think that it's easier to find the free ones. Okay, so let's, I'll just do this, the magic, I call this Wheel of Fortune, where I just go woohoo and see what comes up. I just scroll down. Okay, that one's pretty exciting. Bangers. I might choose bangers. Okay, yeah, a lobster is always a favorite. Almost before, yeah, okay, we'll just do bangers. Dun, 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 there it is. So what I want to do is I'm going to click on bangers. It's going to show me the style. It's actually, I wonder if it'll show me some good pairings. That's interesting. Yeah, popular pairings. That's great. I love this. Okay, so I'm going to choose bangers. Select styles. You can kind of like, oh, is it only one? There's only one style, I guess. So it only has 400 weight, which is regular weight, but it's quite a bold font anyway. So I'm just going to select this. It's going to put it in sort of like it's like a shopping bag, sort of. So let's look at these tags so we can review it, and then we can actually download these files, and I'll do a download font thing in a minute, but we can also embed them. So there are two different ways to embed. Link is a popular way that loads a little faster, but the downside is you have to put this on every single page of your site if you're doing static HTML like we're doing. The other option is import, which you can put right at the top of your style file. So you just copy that part. You don't need these tags. You just copy import. So let's do link first. Maybe I'll just show you both. So here's link. I'm going to Command Tab back to VS Code. Click on my index.html, and this goes in the head because we want it to like import into our page. So I want it to go above style.css because I want it to be available to the style, and everything that loads in the DOM generally loads linearly. So now I have this family equals bangers and display swap. Okay, great. So now let's go to the other part. So now it's telling me how to kind of call this in CSS. So I'm going to grab this style, and I'm going to go back to VS Code. And in style.css, I'm going to change this font family tag. So I'm going to just get rid of all that, and then I'm going to do a Command V and paste that in. And so bangers, the default is cursive. So let's try this out first. Homepage. Okay, so there's the font. Looks amazing. So I wanted to show you what cursive looks like because I don't think that it looks anything like bangers. So I'm going to just do that and then hit so like if Bangers doesn't show up, I end up with this font. Not a big fan of that. So I'm actually going to change cursive to sans serif. I may even change it to impact because honestly, impact is going to be closer than sans serif. So, consider that list. Okay, so that's one font. But what if I want two fonts? So you could have two links in your HTML file, or you can actually just add the second family to your selected families, and it'll actually give you a link with both fonts. So let's do that. So I liked that pairings tab. I'm a big fan of Open Sans. Montserrat's kind of fun. Yeah, let's do Montserrat. Yeah, that looks fun. Okay, so how do I add Montserrat? Maybe I added it already. Let's go check my selected styles. They keep changing this. Okay, cool. So let's see, Bangers and Montserrat. So see how they added it? So it says Bangers, ampersand, family, Montserrat. So it's adding multiple families to this. So the cool thing is we can just copy this link and replace. We want to just totally replace what we have here. So this is only Bangers. I'm going to get rid of it. I'm going to do Command V, and then now it says Bangers and Montserrat. And we can go grab that style. Although honestly, all it is whatever this says with quotes. So let's go, we'll grab it anyway because I'm just a bad typer and I always typo things. And Montserrat is going to be the font, our default font for everything, right? So in body right now, we have this Segoe UI. Let's get rid of this. And then let's paste in Montserrat. And right now, I'm just fine and dandy with sans serif. I think I will add impact here. So impact, comma, so that if something happens with Bangers, then impact will load. Okay, let's take a look at our magical new website design. And there you go. I guess this is Montserrat. So how do we check? Well, this one's fairly obvious, right? But this one isn't quite as obvious because all those sans serif body fonts look the same. So if you right-click anywhere inside your page in Chrome, you should get this pop-up window. In Chrome, you can also say View Developer, and then you want to choose Inspect Elements. So either way, and what will happen is it'll pop this up on the bottom. I'm going to close that again and show you the right-click. So if you right-click, and you say Inspect, that's the same thing. So this Inspect window, I'm on a 13-inch, so this will be fun. But if I click on this, and I go over here to the right-hand side, which is my styles, this is sort of the default HTML styles that are getting pulled in. So there's a margin that's already defaulted. And then here's my style. So it says style.css and it says line 4. So it's telling me that Montserrat is my body font. And so there you go. And I could even check that out. Like if I uncheck this, then you can see that the font changes back to the HTML default font. So there you go. And then let's say you want to do the import instead. It's pretty simple to switch over. So if I go back to Google Fonts, and instead of link, I click on import, it's going to show me the two imports for Bangers and Montserrat in one style tag. So make sure you don't grab those style HTML tags. You just grab the style within. And then you go back to your Visual Studio Code. You want to get rid of that link so that you're not importing them twice, because that'll really slow down your site. So save that, and then in CSS, you want to put it at the very top. So this is just like a comment. This is fine. You can put it right above body, and then anything below there will be able to grab it. So now this is saying, okay, import this stuff. So both fonts are imported. And then the tags are the things that say, okay, I want to use this one. See how they match up perfectly. Yeah, and then these ones, the Google fonts, you always need to have quotes around them, either single or double is fine. So now if we save this and just verify that that worked, let's go back to our site. And there you go. We still have our Montserrat and bangers. All right, thanks. Moving on.